Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I want to welcome you to this episode of Spirit Messages, our YouTube podcast that we recently launched. If you are new or you're not aware of the program, here's a little bit of what you can expect in each episode. So, I generally begin with a brief channeled message or guidance from my spirit team. And then I move into the portion of the program where I read on viewer questions submitted on our voice message app on our website at tarotwithgrace.com. If you're interested in leaving a reading request for a future episode, I'll leave a link in the description box below that'll take you right to that page. It's our Spirit Messages page. And it'll talk a little bit about the program. And if you scroll down, you'll see where you can submit your voice message. And once you have, as a thank you gift from me, I will send to you via email a free gift from me for submitting a question or a request. And that is a tarot card meaning cheat sheet, which is quite lovely. I also want to let you know that the reading requests, we only gather them up from the voice message app. So please don't leave a request in the comments because it won't get picked up. So just hop over there, leave your voice message, and I'll pick it up on a future episode. So a little bit about me. I have worked as an intuitive reader for over 25 years, and I love to read. So this part of the program gives me an opportunity to be able to give back, especially to those who might not be able to get a one-on-one reading with me. So it's a way of giving back, and as I said, I just love this. Also, with regard to the readings, they are short readings. These aren't the traditional size readings. They're short readings because it's on a podcast. And in those readings, I may use channeling, tarot cards, or other tools that I use. It'll just depend upon what I feel led to do. So before we begin, just another quick note, especially for the YouTube algorithms and for everyone watching, and that is to say that anything that I share on this video or on any video on the channel, the information comes from my spirit guides, from my spirit team. I don't have any insider information, so I don't want to be flagged by YouTube for that. And as they say, anything on this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, now they've got that out of the way. We can dive in. Many of us are still in process mode from the election and about coming up. But my spirit team is reminding us of the importance to try to remain or to actively accessing in a higher vibration. In my last video, if you've watched that, I share a few ways that you might be able to do that to raise your vibration in a fairly quick way. So if you're interested in that, I'll also leave a link in the description box below so you don't have to go hunting for that. But also, you may recall in that video, my spirit team had mentioned that there was indeed manipulation of the results, but that it would be coming out. And they're still giving me that information. In fact, I'm told that investigation is underway, and it's a bit broad. So I've asked for a time frame on that because I know that we're all wanting to know that, but I'm not getting that yet. So I will continue to ask, but so far I'm not getting that. But they are asking us to try and be conscious of your energy and where it's at. And if you find yourself going to a place of fear or anger, it's easy to do, I know. but to really do what you can to try and shift that into a higher vibration. And the image that they gave me was that when we do that, especially collectively, it lifts all boats. And we need that right now so that we can hopefully access a better outcome. They also encourage us to continue our work toward justice and fairness and truth, because that is very much needed right now. And also, they remind us that in the middle of all of this chaos, they ask us to try and be patient and to be kind and to remember that souls learn at different paces, and that those souls that may have chosen a different outcome have actually stepped up in that process to learn this lesson. Not everybody learns in the same way. And to try and just to be patient, because we need everybody to be on board. And that's the outcome that we're looking for in keeping a high vibration. I also want to talk about the fact that we are in a very sacred time of the year. It's a sacred and exciting time of the year. It's a time of when a lot is possible. This time between in the fall through the holidays is often thought of being a time when the veils on the other side are particularly thin. And possibly part of that is because we, during this time, are often thinking about loved ones that are on the other side that we miss or remember times when they used to be here. So our thoughts and our intention tends to go there. And so that may be part of that, because collectively we all seem to be doing that at the same time here. But I was thinking that in a future video, what I might do is to do a video on how we might work with that particular time frame when the veil is particularly thin, especially if we are thinking about wanting to connect with our loved ones on the other side. So what I thought I would do is maybe share some tips and tools that I use when I am connecting with my loved ones on the other side. So, and that, just to share that, and if that resonates for you and you want to play with those things, you can feel free to. But let me know if that's something that you all are interested in. Leave a comment for me, and I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to share that information, and we can explore that together. Okay, so now let's go to our voicemail. I have, at the end, I have one more announcement or message to share. So I've made some notes here so that I don't forget anything. But why don't we go now to the callers, people who have left a call. Okay, let's start here.
Hello, Grace. Thanks for making yourself available to do a reading to this recording. I would like to find out if you have the opportunity to connect to your guides, to my guides, so I know exactly what the agreement I made before I came on in this world, if I am on the right path or there are any particular changes I need to make. Currently, I'm pretty self-centered, if you will, but I would like to get some guidance as far as what I could change and to benefit the universe at large and myself and the people around me, etc. Thank you. This is Franco.
Okay, Franco. Well, thank you so much for leaving your message. And first off, I want to congratulate you for your self-awareness and your introspection. I think it's wonderful. Okay, so you've asked about what your agreement might have been when you came here. So before you came, you met with your spirit team, your guides, your angels, whoever is on your team. You met with them to work on what it is that you wanted to come here to experience, to learn for your soul's evolution and growth. And generally there are multiple things that we come here for. So you meet with them and you make those decisions. And then you work together to work on, I call them like markers, but they're experiences, circumstances that you will be presented with when you come here that will help you, guide you, put you in those situations where you have the opportunity to experience what you wanted and learn what you wanted. And then when you come here, your spirit team is always at the ready to be able to work with you, to help you to navigate through this life and all of those things that you get presented with so that you can do the work that you wanted to do when you came here. Now, for you, one of the major things that you came to experience and to learn more on is self-love and self-compassion. And actually, Franco, a great majority of the population here right now is working on that same thing. It's a very high vibration intention lesson. And it's usually a lesson from old souls. Old souls come here again and again to work on that. Compassion, old souls have that down. They get it. They have been here. They get compassion. They understand that. Self-love, self-compassion, not so much. They're usually the caretakers, the caregivers, So that's something that they come in to learn, and as you have. Now, you mentioned that that you felt like you had some self-centeredness that you were dealing with and working with. Self-centeredness is rooted in fear and a lack of trust. And it's about wanting to have this sense of control over your circumstances so that you can avoid any unwanted outcomes. But at this point in your life, you're being asked to work on trusting your guidance because it feels like you are ready to learn the lesson of releasing fear that keeps you wanting to protect yourself. This is a lot of third chakra stuff, a lot of third chakra issues. Third chakra is about self-love. It's about self-compassion. It's about trust. So now, self-centeredness is very different from self-love. When self-centeredness is around, it is about fear. You're trying desperately to take care of yourself and desperately to protect yourself, which is almost the opposite of self-love. So those are things that you're here to learn. So you asked about changes that you might be able to make or things that you might be able to do. And so I have two things. One is try to take some time every day, and it doesn't have to be a lot of time, whatever you have. If it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, longer if you can, to try and connect to your guidance. You may already have a meditation practice. You may have a practice for doing this, but what I'm asking you to do, and if you do, that's great. But what I'm asking you to do is to spend some time every day connecting with your guidance, and then pay attention to what comes up. And if this isn't something that you are used to doing or connecting or meditating and all, in the beginning, it might be hard. You might feel like you're not getting anything, but as you go along, you will connect. But pay attention to what comes up. And sometimes it might just be a word, it might be a phrase, it might be a picture, an image, it might be a smell, it might be a song. So pay attention to what it is. And don't worry if it doesn't make sense, because I will tell you that intuition, working with the multi-sensory side, is not logical. It's not a brain thing. And it will never, if you use your brain to try and take a look at it, it's never going to work. Your brain is for other things, for other wonderful things, to help you to navigate in this life, but it's never going to get you there for intuition. So pay attention to what comes up. And then what I would suggest, which is something that my guides, my spirit team gave to me a long time ago, which I have found really helpful. And that is, keep a little journal. And every day when you do this, jot down what you get. If it's a word, if it's one word, even if it doesn't make any sense, just jot down what you get. And do this every day. And here's why. Because I can almost guarantee you that 4 months, 6 months, a year from now, as you're going back in your journal and you're taking a look at all the things that came up, you're going to be surprised at something that you thought was illogical, innocuous, meaningless back then has a great deal of meaning for you now. You'll have aha moments. You'll be like, that's what that was about. That's why I got this. And that's going to do a couple of things for you. One, you're going to have a track record of how your spirit team, your guidance, gives you information. You're also going to have validation, confirmation of your connection. Versus had you not written it down, especially if it's something that seems meaningless at the time, more than likely you would have forgotten it. So you've lost the opportunity to be able to say, or to have that aha moment when you do. So that's one thing. The other thing I would suggest is to be conscious of how you love yourself, or of loving yourself. And I know that's a term that gets thrown around a lot, and we think that we love ourselves, but pay attention, or try and be conscious of how you treat yourself, how you speak to yourself, the self-talk that you have, where you prioritize yourself, those kinds of things. Pay attention to that. In fact, what you might want to do is at the end of each day, reflect back on the day and ask yourself, how did I show love to myself? And I don't mean like things like, oh, I bought myself this. No, I mean true being supportive of yourself as you would to a friend. But ask yourself, at the end of the day, how did I love myself today? And if you can't think of anything, well, there's your work for the next day. So those are my suggestions and what I get for you. I hope that it was helpful, and I thank you for your call. Thanks. Okay, let's go to another call here. Oops. Let's see. Okay.
Hi, Miss Grace. My name is Sam, and my question is like, how is it every day I'm suffering with my love life, with my girlfriend? We've been fighting, and I'm very running bad on my business, financially struggling, personal life is struggling. I don't know what's going on in my life. I just need a clarification what to do and how to do it. Thank you.
Hi, Sam. First of all, I'm so sorry that you are having such a difficult time with your business and with your relationship with your girlfriend. Here's what I'm getting. it feels to me, I get a sense that you may have gone through a turning point in your life recently. And it feels like after that is when things started to go wrong and take a downward spiral fast. And it feels like as a result of that, that you are getting to this place where you may be making a decision to let it go because you're feeling that it and you're correct that it no longer serves you. In fact, the feeling is that it was sucking the life out of you. But what I'm getting is that you're going to make a decision. You may be making a decision to go a different direction, to move into something else. And it feels to me, I don't know if this business that you have right now is your own or if you're an employee, but this new thing feels entrepreneurial to me. Um, and so I don't know if you're going to start a new business, or it could be something like going into sales where really it's kind of like your own small business there, but it feels entrepreneurial like that. And it feels a lot differently. The one thing I will say is that the current work that you have or the current business that you have feels very heavy on you. It feels like a struggle. It feels very hard. This new thing feels lighter. It's happier. You enjoy it, and because you enjoy it, it feels easier for you. The other thing that comes up is that the current business that you're in, it feels like part of the reason to stay is uh, for the money, because of the money. With this thing, the new endeavor, um, it feels like the money's fine and you're okay, but that's not why you enjoy it. It's no longer just about the money. So it feels really good. Now, with your girlfriend, I don't know if she was involved in this business that you're in. So I don't know if the person that I'm getting is her, but what I'm getting is that in this move to this new endeavor, that it feels like there is a woman, it's a female, there's a woman that is very supportive of this move. So I don't know if that's the girlfriend. Maybe that would take care of some of those issues, or if this is a new person at the new place. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's a girlfriend. It may just be a supportive woman, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a woman, a female who's supportive, very supportive of this move. So it feels good. It feels like sometimes we have to get into like being a tower card before we can usher in a move that we know we need to do. And that's how this feels. It feels like you're ready, and those things are in motion, and it's feeling good to me. So good luck, and thank you for your call. And I hope this was helpful. Okay. All right. So I just have now one more reminder to share with you. And that is about our contest in November. Usually around this time of year, I like to do something fun, a contest. So our contest this year is called A Month of Thanks and Giving Celebration. And lots of fun prizes, lots of really great prizes, I think. One of them, the first prize is a 75-minute tarot reading and channeled message with me via Zoom. The second prize is a 30-minute tarot reading with me via Zoom. The third prize is an email tarot reading. And the fourth prize makes my heart sing. I am particularly fond of this. One of my favorites is one of our intention candles. It's our gratitude intention candles. And it's from our line of intention candles that we have. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I'll leave a link below as well. And you can go to the website. We have a shop there, and it has all of our intention candles. And the reason that I love these so much of it was channeled, is each candle, each of our intention candles, the combination of scents that it has from an aromatherapy point of view are scents that support that intention. And then at the bottom of the candle, there are little crystals that also their spiritual metaphysical meanings support that intention. And it's beautifully packaged. They're lovely. And inside each box is a little insert. And in that insert, you'll have all of the scents and their meanings, their spiritual meanings, that list all of the crystals in that candle and their metaphysical spiritual properties. And also in the insert will be a channeled intention. So with gratitude, there will be a channeled gratitude intention. So it's quite lovely. But those are prizes, and there are numerous ways to enter on any or all of our platforms. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. So there are lots of ways to enter. Now, what I will do is I will list below the link to a small little video that I created that has all of the prizes and the rules and the ways to enter. So you still have some time if you would like to do that. That would be great. The winner will be announced on December 1st. There'll be a drawing. I use a computer app to do the drawing, so I have nothing to do with it. And it's fun and it's exciting. So again, if you are interested in looking at the intention candles that we have, I'll leave that link. But a little heads up on that. You can go and you can take a look now. But on Friday, I will be launching a Black Friday holiday sale. So the prices, if you were to go on there now, will be different than they will be on Friday. They'll be reduced on Friday. And that will run through mid-December. So take a look if you'd like, but if you want a better price, it'll be that. So at any rate, I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and take good care of yourself and have a lovely week. Talk to you soon.